Hi there folks. Today we're going to be looking at interior angles. So the angles are interior in the shape, so inside the shape. And you can see I've got these angles in here. I've got several obtuse angles and one acute angle there. But I'm interested in exploring a relationship between them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here. And I'm going to say from there I can't join to there, I can join to here. And from there I can join to here, but I can't join to there across the shape. So that's the best I can do from joining from that place. Now that makes 1, 2, 3 triangles. And we know the angles in a triangle are supplementary in that they add up to 180 degrees. So I've got 3 of them here, 3 lots of 180 degrees is equal to 540 degrees, and that's what all these angles add up to. A, B, C, D and E. A plus B plus C plus D plus E would be 540 degrees. And looking at a second example, if I start from here, I can join to there. Can't join to there because I would have to go along a side. I could join to here, and I can join to here. So picking that first spot and seeing which other corners I can join to diagonally across the shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 4 triangles, so that's 4 times 180 degrees. Which is 720 degrees. So that means that these angles A, B, C, D, E and F all add up to 720 degrees. And let's look at that relationship here. So here I had 5 sides, and this was the number of triangles that I could make. And on this one I had 6 sides, and this was the number of triangles I could make. So it doesn't take a genius to look at that and say, okay, and I take 2 there. So the sum of the angles, and it might also have given us the total of the angles, is the sides, or the number of sides, take away 2 times 180. Because this is how many triangles you can fit in. Because every time I took 2 off, and then times by 180 for the 180 degrees in every triangle. Now, looking at this question here, I can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So using this formula here, I'm going to do 5 take away 2 times 180 degrees. So that's 3 times 180, which is 540 degrees in total, which luckily agrees with the pentagon that we did earlier. If I add all these angles that I've got in here, remembering this little square here means 90, so I've got 90 plus 120 plus 100 plus 120 again plus x is equal to 540. So if I add these up, I've got 120, 320, sorry, 120, 220, 340, 430 plus x is equal to 540. So if I take away 430 from both sides, I get x is equal to 110 degrees. So I had to find out the total of the angles in a 5-sided shape, and I did that using my rule, number of sides take away 2 times 180. So 5 sides, 5 take away 2 times 180. And then I added up the known angles, took them away from 540, which is what it worked out to be, and that gave me the size of my angle X that was missing. Now, a regular shape, all angles and sides are the same. And we're interested in angles, so all angles are the same. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work out the total of the angles. So number of sides, take away 2 times 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 take away 2 times by 180. So that's 4 times 180, which is 720 degrees. Now, the thing that we've got going in here is that we've got identical angles. So if this one's X, then this one's X as well, 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 and this one's X as well. So I'm going to do, I've got 6 X's here. I'm going to make up that total angle of 720. So divide both sides by 6. That gives me X equals 720. 720 divided by 6, which is 120 degrees. Now, if I wanted to work out more generally, you could see that overall I've done sides, take away 2 times 180, and in here I divided it by 6. Now 6 was the number of sides again, so number of sides. So that would be the angle in a regular shape. I mean, we can neaten that up a bit as well, because we don't like using long words. So angle of a regular shape that would be sides take 2 times by 180 over sides again. So let's go back to the beginning of where we've come from. If I wanted to find out the least amount of triangles I could draw within that shape, I'd start at a single point and join the corners that I could do diagonally across the shape. Now that works out that it's always 2 less than the number of sides. So 5 sides take away 2 give 3 triangles. 6 sides take away 2 give 4 triangles. Every triangle has 180 degrees. We know that. So I'm looking at the number of sides, take away 2 times by the 180 will give us the total of those angles. Now if we had a question where we had to find out a missing side, we would first look out at what all these angles added up to. And here, the 5 take away 2 times 180 gave us the 540. And then it's just a simple matter of adding these up, taking it away from 540 and see what you're left with. 110 degrees in that case. Now, in a regular shape, all of the angles would be the same. So you need to work out the total of all the angles. If it was an 8-sided shape, you would do 8 take 2 times 180, which would give you the number of angles, the total of the angles in an octagon. And then to find out how big each of those 8 angles were, you divide that by 8. And that's what we're looking up here. 180 times the sides take away 2. Remember, that was how many triangles, divided by how many sides would give us each of these identical angles for a regular shape. Remember, regular means identical sides and angles. Okay, thank you.